Good afternoon, everyone. I thought as it's such a nice day up in the north of England today, which may not last, of course, I thought we would jump in the Beechcraft again, and oops, sorry, we are up here at Carlisle. We're going to head south and down to Penrith, and then we're going to weave our way through the Lake District, which should be quite picturesque, down Lake Windermere, and down to Walney Island, which I've never heard of, but that's on the tour. And if I have time, I may well just jump across to the Isle of Man, as it's part of the UK, and I have scenery for the Isle of Man airport, so I may well do that, but it depends how long it takes me to get down here. I'll probably take a break here. Maybe I'll do two separate videos, and because this one's just a quick short trip. In fact, what I might do is take off from, say, EGZU and just come down the Isle of Man just to show what it's like, and land at the Isle of Man airport here at the south end. So I'll have a look at that, rather than spending time across the water. I'll just jump in up here, and we'll do a little trip down the Isle of Man, just a short video. And then we'll start off again on Walney Island on the next leg, because that is actually part of our VFR tour, whereas the Isle of Man isn't for some reason. So there we are. That's our route for today, and let me just say hello, if I can find my... Hi, there we are. Hello. So we'll jump in the cockpit, and we'll get ourselves up and running. First things off, I'm at the fuel. Oops, that's the camera. I always get those two mixed up. Where's the fuel? That one. Let's stick a bit more fuel in. Probably don't need too much for this leg. Although we're flying down through the mountains. And make sure these are on one or other of the fuel tanks. So we'll have our cowl flaps open. Parking brake is on. Let's put our beacon lights on if I can find them. That one. And the nav lights can go on as well, just to let the guy know that we're planning to start up. Put our batteries on. Mixture full forward. Let's put that about there. That there. Start up Skytrack. Right, I'll say cheerio for now, so you can see more of the aircraft and the scenery, and I'll drop back later just to say cheerio. Right, HOS align, key wings level, yep. Okay, I think we're about ready.
Clear prop.
Oh, I should have, I suppose I ought to, let me just turn this off again. I guess out of courtesy to the pushback guy, I ought to get pushed back first. So we'll call the pushback tug and get him to push us back around to the right. I should do that really before starting the propeller, shouldn't I? Not very nice for him, although he has got his earphones on. But it'd be quite a draft for him, so it only takes a second to start it. Okay. Reverse. And... oh, better take the parking brake off. and we'll push round to the right. Let's have a look. Oops, no, left. You're going the other way. That'll do. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Where's he going? Stop. Oh, there's another guy behind. What's he doing there? Okay, right, I can start it up now.
Clear prop.
Okay, so we want to go out this way, so we'll just swing around there. Right, alternators on. Where's my avionics switch gone? Forgotten where it is now. That's AC. Where's my avionics? Oh, I suppose it is on. Thought there was a separate switch for avionics. Never mind. Right. Taxi lights on. And parking brake off. We'll swing around this way. Right, so we want to take off, I think, let's think, we want to go, don't we want to go north? We go south, don't I? But, so I think we need to turn right and go up the runway a little way. Oh no, that's a different runway. I wasn't expecting to go on that runway. Oh yeah, I suppose we could as the winds are... What are the winds are 160, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll just turn around here a little way, although I've probably got enough runway, I think, have I? Oh, I don't know. Right, let's backtrack a little way down the runway. And looks like it's quite a wide... Oh, we're practically at the end anyway. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the shorter runway, that's right. So we'll go over here and just turn around. I haven't got bush radio on, but I'll point out places as we pass over them. Bit of differential braking going on. Get us round. Okay. Let that fire truck go across the runway. I bet he's going to come straight towards me, as they do. It's ridiculous how they... I wish they'd change that and just have them... Hopefully he's going to turn off in front of me. I'll wait. I don't think he's going to come the full length. He'll probably turn right there where that turn-off point is, where we just come from. While he's doing that, I'll put my landing lights on. And my strobes on. I don't think I need the panel lights and that today. Go on, get out of the way. Thank you. Okay. Props down a bit. Right, we're going to go up to 1500 feet. So we'll dial in 1500. I still forgot to put the flight plan in here. I know roughly where I'm going, but we'll be weaving around the. So we want to head basically south, I think. So we'll come round this way. Get my head in round. Turn the head in knob. Oops. So it's a glorious day today over most of England. It's becoming a bit cloudy and wet on the over Ireland and the west coast this afternoon, but right, we want to come round a bit more. Come round this way. I don't know what screen setting I've got it on. Cinema. Turn the brightness down a bit. It just looks a wee bit bright. The sun is higher, of course, but. That's the River Eden again that we crossed over on the way into Carlisle. Right, so we're going to head down towards Penrith and then we'll head westwards into the Lake District itself. Keswick. I just put my cursor on so you can see where I am when I'm adjusting things. Right, we'll be almost following, I think, this road down to Plumpton. Yeah, I've noticed that recently. If your focus is mainly on the gauges, the outside seems to get extra bloom. I wonder what happens. I'm just going to try something. Please excuse me for 1 second. I'm just going to try and turn bloom off and see what difference it makes. No, it doesn't make a difference. Never mind. We'll leave bloom off anyway. I think it's something they may have introduced in Sim Update 7 or 8 or whatever it was. You can see the more I take account of the internal view, centralised on the screen, the whiter and overexposed the outside view gets. I'm not sure what's causing it. What if I put it, hang on a second, does it make any difference if I'm on standard mode? No, it's obviously something in the sim, but I don't know, oops, I don't know what it is exactly. I think I'll leave it on standard for my screen, although it makes this area a bit darker, but I don't mind that, it's light enough. The place in Plumpton, near Plumpton, called the Pot Place. They obviously presumably make pottery. The Pot Place. That's the M6 down below here, so we're a bit actually off from Plumpton, so we come left a bit, left of the M6. I probably want to be more on this road to head for Penrith. Oh, gear again. What a Burke. Every time I do it when I'm flying GA. Never when I'm flying the airliners, but I always seem to do it. I forget that this thing's a retractable gear aircraft. Never mind. Just failed my test. Right. So we should be approaching Penrith pretty soon. And then we'll head westward. Look out for Penrith Golf Club, and then we can turn over Penrith if I can see Penrith Golf Club. What's that down there? That looks like it is there. Look. That looks like a golf course to me, in amongst the trees, which is about right on my GPS map. And here's Penrith. So now we want to do a right-hand turn over Penrith and head for the Lake District. If you want to follow this road, whatever that road is, the A66. To Penruddock. And there's our famous Lake District up ahead. Yeah, I'll have to investigate that brightness in the cabin. I'm not sure what does that. I'll have a look once we stop. Because for some reason it suddenly reset all my settings, so my settings are not quite as I used to have them. So I'll have to investigate that. Sun out of the way. Right, so we just passed Pen Ruddock. We're now heading to Troutbeck and Gillhead Farm. Much nicer when the sun shines though, isn't it, than when it's overcast and grey. I've got to take my feet off the pedals for the moment. I keep stretching my legs a bit and adjusting the pedals. That's why it keeps wobbling somewhat. Right, so now we want to come round to area 253. That'll do nicely. And straight for them there hills. We're going to go as far as Keswick, which is on the shores of Derwent water. I might head that way. Yeah. And then we'll head down Derwent water to Thirlmere, the various lakes in the Lake District here, hence its name, of course, the Lake District. So we can't visit the north of England without flying and visiting the spots of the Lake District. So this is us coming up to Derwent water. Bridge down there. Okay, then we'll head down Derwent water. That is Keswick down below us. We'll head down Derwent water. Sparkling in the sunshine. To climb up a little bit more actually. Let's go up to 1800 feet, shall we? Right. Right, that's the end of Derwent water. I need to go up a bit more than that, I think. I missed where I wanted to turn, so I'm having to turn over this bit. Touch my wing on the rocks. I'm trying to get it into the angle I want to be in, and at the same time adjust my climb rate. I should be okay. Should be okay to get over that peak there, and then down in the valley below us there, what should be Thirlmere, Thirlmere, sorry, Thirlmere Lake. And then we're going to head down south again to Grasmere, follow the valley. So there is Lake Thirlmere. It's quite a nice shot, isn't it? I'm just taking a few shots here. It's quite picturesque. Right. And before I hit the rocks, I want to do a quick turn this way. Whoa! Don't hit the rocks. Come on. No, we should be alright. We should be okay. Once I get past this edge here, we can probably descend a bit more. Back to 1500, I think. Right, so that's Lake Grasmere. I think they just call them by the names, Grasmere. I don't know if mere probably means lake, I guess. And there in the distance is Lake Windermere, which is I think one of the largest of the lakes in the Lake District. Don't know what this one is. Rydal? Is it Rydal? Rydal Cave? Probably Rydal. Which runs around. This is Ambleside here. One of these famous places you may have heard of and never visited, like me. I've never actually. It's one of the things I plan to do. Especially now that I've lost my dog, unfortunately. Well, I won't go into too much about that, but I had to have him put to sleep on yesterday. So I was feeling a bit down at the moment, but had to happen sooner or later, I think. Put him out of his pain and misery, as he had cancer. I won't say where, it's a bit rude. In his bottom, let's say that, shall we? Okay, right, so we're coming up now to Lake Windermere. So Ambleside and Lake Windermere. Probably a better picture when we get down the lake, looking back perhaps, possibly. So this is Ambleside here on Waterhead. This Waterhead is right on the water, and Ambleside is up here. Take a quick pic like this for a change, bit different angle. There we go. Right, well that, my friends, is the Lake District. Seemed to go by very quickly. I think it's best visited in a car, to be honest. I mean, it looks quite spectacular, but if you're down in amongst it, it's even more picturesque. And so you can see Lake Windermere is huge, basically. I suppose it's formed more because of the everything from the mountains behind us drains down into the lake, so it's gradually spread its way down the valley. Just passing over the what's that, the Gillen Hotel and Lake House or something. Well, it won't show up, it'll just be another block building, but so we continue to head right down the lake. I think I'll drop my altitude again, What am I on at the moment? 1500. Let's go down to 1000. Or 900 feet will do. Just watching my speed, going quite fast there. Pull my revs RPM back a bit. Mind you, we are nose down, so it will pick up a bit of speed. Alright, so we're just heading down the end here to Lakeside and Finnithwaite, if that's how it's pronounced. Finnithwaite is a bit on the hill here. Lakeside is right on the edge of the lake, as one would expect. I think it's on this side actually. National Trust Fell Foot, whatever that is. Am I getting too low here? What am I on? 900 feet? No, that'll do. Getting a bit of turbulence coming off the hills, but that's Lakeside just down there. Buildings. Looks like a hotel there as well. Doesn't show up, but they've got a hotel right on the lake. Okay, well, we need to turn here, so let me come back in the cockpit. Oops. No, in fact, I'll stick on this trajectory for the moment. I was going to clear over these little hills here and then I'll climb a little bit probably. Right, I think we can turn over this way now. This is the River Leven, estuary to the River Leven. It's where all the lakes and things drain down into the North Sea, I suppose. That's funny, there's actually a road that goes across somewhere, but I can't see it. Let's have a look. Are we? Should be a road going across here somewhere, I think. Near this caravan park. Oh, there it is, but it hasn't got it. It goes across there apparently. Unless it only goes across at low tide. I'm not sure. You can see where it ends and where it starts. Look. On the map, it's shown like a constant bridge, but it might be at low tide. I'm not that familiar with it. Okay, right. What are we on? Right, let's get ourselves down now. At 900 feet, we're out of the mountains. And I'll slow us right down as we head for Walney Island. which I don't know, it looks like it might have an ILS, which I could tune in, should be good. Yeah, it's got an ILS, 11015. Right, so where are we? 110. Is that the comms? Oh, it should be nav. It's 11015. Why not? I've not got the. Oh, it's that I'm doing. 11015. Make that active. Okay, let's have the autopilot off. And it's runway. Is it north? Okay, it's runway 35. Is that what it's showing? Yeah, it probably is actually. So I'll come out this way a bit. Follow the coast along, and we should be able to pick up the ILS. Should be over in this direction, I think, the airport. I haven't got it on heading mode anyway, but I just want to set where I want to turn into once we get down a little bit. I'll put the ILS back on in a minute. The heading mode. Turn in a bit towards the ILS. And we can probably come round that way a bit more. We're probably being too low for that, won't we? So let's come right a bit first. That serves more room. Hopefully we're still below the glide slope. So there's the airport here. So we'll arm, we'll arm the APE autopilot for the localizer. There's the airport over here. We should turn on to in a minute. Ah. Quite a taxi back though, it's a bit annoying. What are the winds? We've gone past it. Well, the wind's actually 170, it says. Oh no, that's EGNH, that's the nearest. 170 at 24 knots. Right, what we'll do then is turning back on to, I'm trying to. Right, what we'll do, let's take it off again. It's trying to line up with the localizer, but it's having a bit of difficulty. So we'll fly over the airfield, I think, up this estuary here, and come in from the other direction. What I'm showing the wind. Yeah, I've got. If we look down here, I should have looked at what the winds were doing here. Look, yeah, 148. So we want to come in from the north, heading south. So there's no ILS there, so I'll just fly it in manually. Remember to put the gear down, of course. Well, not so bad putting it down, remembering to. I'll put the gear down now, it'll help us slow down. And the landing flaps. I think once we'll reach this bit of water here, and then we'll, I think we can turn.
500.
Yeah, the sea's quite choppy, isn't it? Nice sandy beach there. Probably not. Probably not a lot of people go there, I would think. Oh, it's getting a bit slow here. It's about 70, 80 knots, 80 knots on approach, I guess. And I think we go off right at the end. Bit of turbulence off the ground. Oops. One wheel then the other, I'm afraid. Not too bad though. Not too bad. Trying to keep it level and somebody thought it was okay. Right, so welcome to Walney Island. Find where the exit is. Oh, it's right at the end, apparently. Taxi round to the terminal. That's another runway there. Don't want to go down there. So I have to go past these threshold markers, zebra crossing, and then round the end to the left. Right, so I'll go around this way. And as we'll be taking off again in a short while, after I go and get a coffee, we shall just park fairly close to the control tower there somewhere. Could even go in that hangar. Oops. Right, although there's a parking spot there, I'm not going to close the sim, so I'll do it so we can just turn around when I come back to have a hop across to the Isle of Man. Or maybe I'll just start at the Isle of Man. No, well, maybe we'll hop across. We can get across there quite quickly anyway. Okay, let's shut it down for a minute. There we go. Right, turn my electrics off so I don't get a flat battery. Okay, well, where are we? Video capture. Oh, well, thanks for watching. That was quite a nice little picturesque run through the Lake District, and I'm going to grab a quick cup of coffee, and then I'll record the next video, but it's not part of the actual VFR tour legs. But I just want to hop across the Isle of Man, so we'll do that in a little while. So hopefully you'll look out for that one too, and I'll be back shortly. So for now, I'll say cheerio. Bye.